Jar to provoke for the disbelievers. Guess the game was missing the leader. Now they kissing my sneakers, lipstick on my Adidas. Word to the reverend, I'm running this like Russell Simmons. The game is a scrimmage, I'm stretching my muscle. It's blasphemous, hazardous, had to just smash on they with this classic fash. Gave him the biz, you ain't even gotta ask if you do it to the casket dip. Believe it or not, legacy mean a lot. Fiending to reach for the top. Y'all dreaming I drop.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Steelers going up against the Packers. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for today's matchup.
Packers, Steelers, coming up here on EA Sports. We welcome you to Santa Clara, California for today's game. It's Super Bowl 50, Phil, a milestone game in the history of the NFL. And do the players at this point have any feeling at all about the bigness of this one?
Man, Jim, all they're thinking about is the job they got to do. They've trained all of their lives to be in this position. And you take all that practice and preparation and make sure you put it on display here in today's game and try to be a Super Bowl champion.
Go down to field level as Danielle Bellini has more on today's matchup.
Thanks, guys. Super Bowl 50 is a very special milestone for the NFL. Super Bowl I was played back in 1967 at the LA Coliseum. As you recall, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on that day. But I'm sure neither of those teams could have imagined the Super Bowl growing to be as big as it is today, guys. That being said, we've got two teams out here who desperately want to make history by winning the Super Bowl tonight to ensure they're the ones that are remembered and that everyone is talking about 50 years from now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Danielle. And now we'll go to the field. Mason Crosby has it teed up for the opening kickoff. The Super Bowl officially underway, and we're going to have a new champion tonight. It'll be a touchback. Roethlisberger's a man who has certainly gotten better by the year. And can you believe it? Already 12 years in this league.
Well, when you talk about Ben Roethlisberger, look, he's so accomplished for a quarterback in the NFL, never gets the credit he deserves. And I'll say it one more time, one of the best throwers of the football in the NFL.
The Packers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
The Packers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Second down and 11. Roethlisberger's on the move. Roethlisberger's pass will go for an incompletion this time. For the offense at running back, a gifted glider is Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, he can glide and he can also run over you. You know, he did it at Michigan State, and he has proven in the NFL he can be big, strong, and tough.
The Steelers get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Here's the long throw by Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown.
Ben Roethlisberger has such a beautiful flowing motion. That's one of the reasons why he is able to throw the football high and far and just drops it straight down into the receiver.
Roethlisberger going down the field. Sam Shields is one of the classic shutdown corners in this league.
One of the good stories in the NFL, the fact that he was not drafted, and how about the Green Bay Packers? When you can get a corner who's not even drafted to turn into one of the best in the league. Man, you're smart, you're fortunate, and lucky.
The Packers defense now is going to go nickel. The Steelers take it from the 28. The catch is made by Marcus Wheaton. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
3rd down and 6. Wheaton has hold of it.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
The coach is going to go for it. Bell in the backfield, single back set. It's Miller on the receiving end. Miller's marked down after a gain of 9.
Good job by the offense getting the 1st down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Breaking huddle at the 10. 1st and goal from the 10. Bell's taking the handoff. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Well, that last play almost got him in here, and when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
2nd and goal from the 3. Bell's going to get touchdown number 1 at the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is like no other game out there. It's so big. The tension is so much more than the other playoff games. And when you score first, that is a big, big deal. More than anything, it's a great relief to get that out of the way.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. Sean Sweezum readying his team for the kickoff. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. Here comes a Super Bowl MVP, quarterback Aaron Rodgers. First down at the 20. Jordy Nelson makes the grab. Here's the offensive line, which must protect its quarterback today. And here we have 2nd down. The Packers line up, split backfield. From the gun. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit. In the secondary, keep an eye today on William Gay out of Louisville.
Yeah, he has proven to Jim he's a versatile defensive back, and that's what you need. A guy that's hung around, he's got experience and talent.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Steelers lined up in the nickel. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. This defense off to a terrific start.
Well, they call 3rd down the money down because you try to keep drives going. And right now the defense has all the money because they're the ones getting it done.
Antonio Brown will return this punt. And a run back of about 7. The Steelers bring their offense back onto the field. Touchdown drive the last time they had it as they attacked that secondary.
They sure did. They threw the football well on that last drive. And now I would think as an offensive coordinator, they're thinking pass on the defensive side. Switch it up And I think you can catch him with some good runs here.
The Steelers snap it at the 41. Burnett's in on the tackle.
Bell is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Second down. Roethlisberger's setting up now in the pistol. He'll throw it over the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. And after that penalty, it's now second down and 16.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 35. Scanning the field. What a one-handed catch.
Well, if I was a quarterback, I would throw it to this guy every single time. When you make a catch like that, as a quarterback, you must have great confidence in him.
Set up now at the 12-yard line. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Here's Miller. That's a gain of 6. The first quarter is behind us, and we'll step aside as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers' offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. Second down coming up. Roethlisberger set, empty backfield. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Roethlisberger's marked down after a gain of 4. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger's always been a tough guy to bring down, and he shows it there with the touchdown run.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Now, listen, he is a tough guy. We know that. We've seen it for many years, taking all the big hits, but also he knows how to get it into the end zone. That was a good decision and a good job by him.
The Steelers now will tack on the extra point. The point after is good. Johnson's probably ready to get right back on the field after that last drive, a drive in which he contributed over 40 yards receiving, helping the team score. It's Cobb returning here. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line. Lawrence Timmons coming onto the field now. Their defense has had a lot to do with them getting out to this lead, and he's been the one setting the tone, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, I love the way he plays. He's had a terrific day so far. His toughness, I think that's his greatest quality.
The Packers from the 32. They'll go ground. Lacey takes the hit and is brought down.
Lacey is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Packers have it at the 34. Bud Dupree with the sack.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
Third and long. Ball's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3 and out on this series.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Brown's tackled right at the 35.
What a lucky play that time by the return team. They fumble the football. Nobody's hustling, but somehow they find a way to recover their own fumble.
The Steelers' offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side. The Packers guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Bell in the backfield. Single back set. Bell's got it on the handoff for a gain of about 5. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
When I was a quarterback, I loved it when they called the draw play because I know that defensive line, they're all trying to go after the quarterback, and nobody's prepared for the run.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 3rd and 6. Antonio Brown has the catch.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Roethlisberger's completed his last 6 passes.
Bell's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
2nd and 8 coming up. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Welcome back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Steelers come out in a jumbo set. The Steelers now move the chains.
Roethlisberger's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get to completion.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 80% on the day. Double tight end formation. Scans the field. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Second down coming up. The Packers with a nickel look here on defense. They go screen with Bell. Perry's able to read that play and make the hit.
Defense, play the situation. It's 3rd and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the first down. Keep it in front of you, and then let him catch it and come up and make the tackle.
Le'Veon Bell makes the catch. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Packers call a timeout, their first. This will be a field goal attempt from 33 yards out. And he puts it through for 3. We're nearing the half, and this game looks like it might be under control after that field goal.
And what you got to do, you've got to lead, keep things going. Don't take the old foot off the gas pedal. Man, stop it and try to bury this team.
And a run back of about 20. The Packers weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
It's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
2nd and 8. Going for the home run. Nelson's got the catch on the touch throw. Mark him down for another reception. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Almost intercepted. That'll do it for the first half. We'll be sending you to Larry Ridley back in our studios as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers played well en route to a victory last week, and today it's been more of the same. The Packers will have to pick it up if they want to come away with the win. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Early in the first quarter, Roethlisberger looks long here to Brown, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 28-yard line. Continuing on the drive, Bell's going to look for space, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Steelers now on top. Head to late in the first. Roethlisberger's got his man deep downfield, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 12-yard line. Steelers now later on the drive. Roethlisberger's got it off the left side here, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. And with that, we'll head back now to San Francisco, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios. And halftime, we're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. Montgomery's got a chance for a return. Shazier's there to make the tackle. And a run back of about 12. The Packers offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. The Steelers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Rodgers by himself in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Into the open. Gets about 4 yards that time. 3rd down. Rodgers alone in the backfield. He'll take the snap from the gun. Pass is intercepted. Another big mistake right away here in the third quarter with an interception.
Look, you know you got talent. It all comes down to getting that talent and making the right decisions. That's what you have to really work on, being a little more careful with the football. Once you start doing that, you'll see better results.
They come to the line of scrimmage in an excellent starting point. Mike Daniels on his way out to the huddle again. Partner, what do you think he has to do to get this defense to toughen up, because they've been getting pushed around through these first 3 quarters?
Look, defense is all about trying hard, playing with emotion, and that's what they got to do, Jim. Come out, pick up the pace, and get it done.
Set up now at the 26. It's a 2 tight end formation. Bell's lined up in a single back formation. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Steelers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Packers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 3rd down and 3. It's complete to Martavis Bryant.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Roethlisberger's now completed 4 in a row. Midway into the third. He's drilled as he throws. Second down following that incompletion. Roethlisberger from the gun. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell and picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Steelers were trying to go down the field that time with the throw, but nobody's open. They throw it short, doesn't fool the defense, and they get very few yards.
Breaking huddle at the 8-yard line. Toss to the outside. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
The Steelers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss. Well, you come out there on the field as a defense. The offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
Montgomery's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Packers have had a game they'd like to forget, and it hasn't been getting any prettier for them in the second half.
Well, sometimes there's days like this, Jim. You know, I don't know what it's like. I've never been in this type of situation, but it's been rough out there. It's not going your way, but just hang in there. Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Aaron Rodgers will be under center. The Packers take it from the 28. No one's going to get him now. The 20, the 10, touchdown.
How about this gift? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding. He throws it down there, and he gets the easy touchdown.
The Packers for the extra point. Inside of the uprights. Mason Crosby ready for the kickoff. Brown's going to run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Steelers were on fire in the first half, and they are committed, it's obvious, to playing inspired football for 4 quarters. Parker.
They're playing inspired football, but, man, I don't know. Listen, this defense has been awful. So it's a combination of both, but this defense has got to find a way to pick it up.
Miller's taken down at the 40.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. First down at the 40. Julius Peppers brings the quarterback down.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback. And nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Roethlisberger sends it to Bell. And Perry in on the tackle.
When it's third long on the offensive side, you have very few choices on how to pick up a first down. Call one of them and see if you get lucky and see if it works.
The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. Now, looking at third down. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. The catch by Bell. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Steelers allowed a ton of passing yards on that last drive.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to fault the players. I think the coverages that they used in that drive were wrong. They've got to change them this time to give the players a better chance for having some success.
First down at the 20. Rodgers sends it to Lacy. Tackled at the 29-yard line.
The Packers did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Second down and 1. Cameron Hayward takes down the quarterback.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
Loss of 3 on the play. The Packers from the 27. Rodgers sends it to Cobb. Thomas the one who brings him to the ground.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
Rodgers' completion percentage, 50% on the day. Devontae Adams makes the catch. That's his first reception today.
The defense is going to play conservative in situations like this. They have a lead here in the fourth quarter. They'll give up those short throws.
Rodgers now completed 4 in a row. Second down, 2 to go. Adams got it on a pass that had some heat.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The Packers have it at the 39. Rodgers hits Jermichael Finley with that pass.
The defense has a lead here in the fourth quarter, Jim, so they're willing to give up those short completions. Now it's up to the defense. Come up, make the tackle. Good job that time.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Packers snap it at the 31. Got the completion.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
From the gun. Pulls it in. Thomas is there that time for the tackle.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
Welcome back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. First down. Pressure on every snap now. Rodgers standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Rodgers hits Jermichael Finley with that pass. Third catch today so far. Second down, late in the fourth quarter.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Catch made. Finley's brought down after picking up 6 on this play. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. First and goal. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Second and goal from the 5. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
A huge third down play on the way. Third and goal at the 5. Stands in the pocket. Should have had it.
Offside. Defense.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. A critical moment in this game as it's third down. Third and goal from the 3. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The defense will take the penalty. Offense is still on the field here on fourth down, needing 8 yards for the first. Back at the line. They're going for it on fourth. Rodgers going to take it from the gun. And the pass is intercepted. It's going the other way, and this game is all but over. That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. You know, sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
The Steelers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield. That's a gain of 6. The Packers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Second and 4 following the run. Bell's handed the football. Got the first, and he's got some space. Charging ahead. Bell's tackled down at the 39. That's a timeout by the defense. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Bell's met at the 30, and there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Bell in the backfield, single back set. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. Phil, you're one of the few people on the planet who knows what it feels like right now to win the Super Bowl.
I can't describe that feeling. All I can tell you is that it is awesome, so enjoy the moment.
The brotherhood will never be stronger than this moment. All the dreams coming out of youth. The emotion of it all, it's almost overwhelming. To realize a dream from the playgrounds, through all the practices, to one day have your hands on the Lombardi Trophy. And now that moment is realized. For the rest of your life, you'll be remembered as a Super Bowl champion. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long from the Super Bowl.